Assalamu alaikum, my name is Sumaiya Akter and I am the host for today's interview, and my guest is my grandma Kohanor Began. So can you please introduce yourself and tell us about what was your reaction when you first heard of COVID and when you heard of quarantine? Alaikum salam, my name Kohanor Began and I live in Bangladesh. When I first heard of COVID I was shocked and this whole situation was so new to me, but I didn't think it would be a very important situation until I saw the total number of people's death toll in the news, and it was spreading to rapidly different countries, and it can also come to Bangladesh. And when I heard of quarantine I got scared because I knew I had to prepare for this situation and it was really tough to get food or even go outside. Now the second question is, how did the COVID change the way you are living now? COVID changes the way I am living right now because I'm scared to go outside or even to have a guest or meet others in person. I had to prepare for this situation since I had to stay indoors due to quarantine, and it was really tough to get food or even to go outside because in Bangladesh people got warned by the news and food stores would close and some were open, but they charged some extra money than before because of the pandemic. The third question is, how was Bangladesh before quarantine? Bangladesh was normal before quarantine. By that I mean, you can go outside without a mask, talk to someone face to face, have guests over, hug someone, or have a handshake, and food prices were normal. Also, the government never handle important situations the right way. The fourth question is, do you think the government has changed its system for the healthcare system and law system when COVID increased in Bangladesh? In Bangladesh, I think the government did not change its system for healthcare. 90% of the doctors did not work during COVID because they were scared of the virus and did not want to take care of the patients. There are still no good doctors in Bangladesh, but if there are, you have to pay a good amount of money to them. And there is no insurance card, so people have to pay the doctors for a checkup. So if you need a doctor but you don't have the money for a checkup, they won't check you even though you are in a situation of life and death. But I do think the government changed its system for laws. For example, people must wear masks when you go outside. Also, you must social distance from one another, which not a lot of people follow, and also using hand sanitizer for people's safety due to COVID. And the last question is, what are some similarities and differences for what actions the government does before COVID and takes during COVID? I think there are a lot of similarities and differences when it comes to what actions the government does before COVID and takes during COVID. Some similarities are that the government wouldn't give insurance cards to the people, so they have to pay for the checkup. And the government doesn't help you with your lost. For example, when people lost their jobs during COVID, the government didn't help them in any way. But a difference would be that the government did take a little precautions due to COVID. For example, they do take your temperature at some places. They did tell people to wear masks, do social distancing, and stay protected, but most of the people in Bangladesh don't do social distancing. Okay, so that was the last question, and thank you so much for answering my question, and that's it for today's interview. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're most welcome. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.